Scott.
Hey, Angourie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you going?
Well, thank you. Right, for someone that's got a 3.5 week old, I'm doing okay.
Oh my gosh, okay. Good for you, good for
Huge,
you.
thank you. Huge congrats on season two.
Thank you.
Season one put Bailey through, shall we say, a lot of emotional whiplash, shall we say.
Yeah.
When you read the first scripts that you got for season two, what surprised you the most about where Bailey is right now?
It's a really good question. I think something that I think the progression of the character felt so natural, but something that surprised me was that she was writing a play. I thought that was so interesting that 5 years later we meet her and she's writing a play because she was so into musicals in high school, and we had that scene where she's singing. So that was a really nice surprise to see this character has found a way to kind of channel her creativity and her emotions into a different art form, and it was really fun. I mean, you only get a couple of scenes at the beginning of the series with her kind of exploring playwriting, but I think that's a through line of her as an artist and kind of trying to figure out her relationship with herself and her family in that way.
Yeah, speaking of that, I mean, the relationship with Hannah is such a kind of core emotional anchor to the first season. How does that dynamic kind of evolve in season two? And what did you find the most interesting thing about that dynamic in season two?
I mean, I love how in season two we meet them 5 years later, and they've become a family, the two of them. They're a family unit, and I love how in season one there was a lot of tension in terms of like, we should do this, no, we should do this. You know, Bailey was very combative, and in season two they're really a team, and everything is a discussion, everything is a joint decision. They always want to hear what the other person has to say, so it was great playing that dynamic and playing this like really like grown-up, mature relationship between a mother and a daughter.
Yeah, I mean that dynamic is so rich, and as you say, it's so different in this one. What was it like doing something different with Jennifer, given what you had to do in season one, and now in season two, that dynamic has kind of shifted? Did it kind of give you guys? I can imagine gave you a bit more to play with than what you had in the first one in a different way.
It honestly, in some ways, it felt like a relief because my instinct is to just like have the best time with Jen. So in season one, I was sort of fighting that instinct in terms of being like mean and combative and like aggressive towards her and her character. So in season two, it was like, this is how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to work together as a team. This feels good. So it kind of felt like a relief, but not to say that there's not still tension in the story between them. But there's just another level of trust and understanding, which is great because I think Jen and I have that as people too.
I have to ask you about Spider-Man. Not that we know anything about you in Spider-Man. I don't believe that you're going to be in Spider-Man. But anyway, as a fan, I'm curious if Betty doesn't appear again. Do you think before the spell happened and everyone forgot about Peter, do you think she secretly knew that Peter was Spider-Man, or do you think she would kind of, because of her reporting, would kind of be like, I knew all along. Ned told me. I knew all along. How do you think she would have reacted to that?
I cannot pretend to have any claim on that character. That character is far, far bigger than me. So I'm sure many people have many answers, but I couldn't begin to speculate.
I tell you what, if you aren't in the new one, I will miss your little high school news reporting. That was always fun. Particularly the blip one. That was always a fun one with all the, I can't remember what the music was. It was like a really hilarious music, wasn't it, with Tony Stark and everything. I thought that was really well put together. Well, wish you all the best with the show. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have
Thanks
a
so
great
much.
day.
Take care.
See ya.
You too. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!